Well, good morning and welcome back to DG Trades. I just did a 40-minute video in which my sound was completely muted, so you are going to get the updated, condensed version, which is probably a good thing. There's a reason why things happen that way. So let's get right into the technical analysis. Welcome. This is not financial advice. These are financial opinions from a trader who's been doing this for nearly 15 years. We're going to look at Bitcoin first. We're going to look at some cryptocurrencies, some positions that I am in, and as well, we are going to be looking at some stocks that I am in as well. We've got winners, we've got losers. They're not really losers till you sell for a loss, and I have not. So we will go over what is happening here in the markets. Everybody's screaming. The sky is falling. You can see Bitcoin going back into this this bearish channel here, this bearish trend. I think anything under 53,000 down to 48,000 is a buy to me. Here is the long-term bullish trend set back here since like what we at October. And you can see every time it hits off this long-term bullish trend line or it slips under, it's a buy signal. And so that's probably what you're going to see. You're going to see people freak the fuck out. Everybody's waiting for the washout. Might go down here to this long-term bullish trend line, and then you'll probably see the thing shoot up. I do have an Elliott wave on this. We can see 1, 2, 3. On my fourth wave here, we did not tap it. I had it set here at 52,853. It got very close, 53,430, a couple $100 away from where I was expecting it to go. We will probably see it go back down through it and tap off this this bearish trend line and then go up. I think people are going to scream, freak out, and fear is on the platter right now. I do think, however, that 50,000 is becoming a nice support level, like it's building support here in 50,000 area. If we look right back here, what you'll see is on the RSI indicator, this bearish trend on the RSI, and you could see it happen the entire time that the action was pretty positive. We're trying to push upwards, and this is called bearish divergence. When you see the RSI going down, but you're seeing price action going up, and it indicates a decline, and you did see that. And I remember that day, everybody's freaking out. But this did give us a technical analysis and let us know where this long bullish trend line is in fact forming here. So that was very helpful. You can see on the shorter term of things, just about 4 or 5 months back, I drew another bullish trend line that is now being broke. So because this is being broke, most likely this will be tapped here, and hopefully it holds. But I do think the $50,000 buying, the range in the $50,000 area, I think a lot of people are buying. I do think it's a pristine asset. And now let's look at the indications this way. We're seeing bearish movement here. We did see price action going up. Again, bearish divergence. You're seeing it go down. However, the difference is this time is our RSI indicator is already low. Our MACD indicator already low. So I like that. To me, this is buying opportunity. In my opinion, we're seeing something different than we did last time. We're seeing RSI going low here and price action being fairly strong in the $50,000 range, and we're seeing MACD low. To me, that actually means buy, even though everybody's freaking out today. Bitcoin, pristine asset, long-term, 10-year macro look. You're making money no matter where the fuck you're putting your buy in. Like if you're trading that way, congratulations, because that's the way I'm looking at Bitcoin. Ethereum, pretty damn strong. Although we're seeing it slip back down into this very long-term wedge here. You can see a bullish trend line long-term, again, since back in December of 2020. We can see that it is a very important, and this is how I like to view, very simplistic on this. To me, I think this is going to stay every time I think it's going to stay above 4,000. Every time we hit 4,000, you're getting buying activity. Right now, you will see a small corrective phase until it probably hits down into this 30 RSI area, which probably will get us right back in this wedge again. And then which way we go on this wedge is pretty important. If we break down on this wedge and we go back toward 4,000, I'm seeing a lot of sideways action and possibly a decline down to 36. If we can stay above this, or if we tap off of 4,000, and again, it could explode upwards. People are waiting for this big washout fear thing, and perhaps that's going to happen. And everybody's freaking out because of Omicron. This is the way the world is. This is our new reality. This is just how life is. Right now, fear is on the platter, but eventually greed will be on the platter again. And we can see it here on a huge score. Congratulations to those on DGTRADES that listened to me. Back in this area, we were telling people, hey, might be a good idea around 36 to 43. Buy it. You know, I was saying that seems like a good area for me. And boy, did that work out. I got a little concerned because I saw Head and Shoulders, but that was a fake out. You can see right here, boom, boom, boom. I got a little nervous, but I did hold. I had conviction. And man, was I happy that I held and didn't freak out at that pattern. And I said how 43.57 was a very big line of resistance. And if it could break it convincingly, we could probably see it go up. At this particular point in time, when it hit 50, I was still holding. And I saw that it was on the top end here, the RSI. I saw that the MACD, I knew that there was going to be a slide back down. And then as it went back down this area, I bought a little bit more. I just sold this morning a little bit around the $67 area as it was tapping 69 is, I mean, like it was up around 69.70. There will be a corrective phase. It'll probably hit back down around this bullish trend line 56 area. I think now, you know, I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do other than the fact I did sell quite a big portion of Luna. Everything I have left are all my profits on Luna. I think I'm going to hold a little bit longer, see where it goes. If it gets back down to the 40s again, I'll probably buy a little bit more, but I don't expect it getting back down to the 40s. If it does, might consider buying a little bit more. Luna is attached to a stable coin. The stable coin in itself and the functionality and the synergies between the stable coin and Terra, Luna is very interesting to me. There is some risk because it is a stable coin and regulation from the government. You might want to just be careful and tread lightly. But that was a great trade for me. And now I got some free Luna. Hope I helped you guys out. Soul. Alpha Predator, fucking love Soul. So much adoption, so many people, 40 times more than the closest fucking altcoin to pair up with it. Soul is blowing everyone out of the water in terms of adoption. We're seeing it come down right now, probably tap off the top end of this and shoot up. Who knows? It might come back down into this bearish or into this wedge right here. If it goes bearish, it might slip back down and play a little bit around here. I bought in at 130-ish, 140. I sold a little bit around the 240 area for nice $100 a coin, and then started scaling back in. On the last video, I was saying anything between 217 and 176 is nice, and I just scaled back in. I think my cost average is somewhere around this 176 area. And you saw it go up to the 243, which is really nice. Now it's lost a bit of steam since then. You are seeing this. You are seeing MACD divergence back into the territory. But damn, I just think this is so strong that if I see Soul under 200 again, I might pick some up. And I'm just holding now. So I'm holding in tight 176. I'm sitting pretty. And it can do whatever the fuck it wants, and I'm at 176. If it gets back down in that area, I'm probably going to buy a little bit more. But I'm holding this. I see it like 500. Not concerned about all the fucking freaks out there that are freaking out, throwing their soul away. I'll buy it from you. Thank you so much for that. Ada, you son of a bitch. Charles Hoskinson's his own worst enemy, sticking his foot in his mouth. I got stuck on this one. I was looking at this. I said, boy, I really like this spike up. I think we're going to have another run up. Got back in at 223, and I've been scaling in all the way, DOS coloring average and on the way down. However, I don't think we're going to see anything below the $1.25 area. Again, if it does, again, a screaming buy opportunity for me, $1.25 or lower. I've had to scale in a little bit as this has dropped. I hate the fact that I fucking got caught up in this again, but there's one good thing I love about ADA, and that's its staking mechanism. Long term, I think Cardano has some legs. Even though Hoskinson trips with his legs all the fucking time. The dApps and the DEXs, we need a ecosystem, and it needs to go a little bit faster. Slow as fuck, slow as molasses. People don't like it. They want to see adoption. Sunday swap testing on the dApp tomorrow. That's why I saw this 10% spike that's literally getting sold off. As soon as strength hits it, people want to get the fuck out of the position. It scares me a little bit, honestly, but I'm getting free tokens from staking. So that's kind of cool. So staking Cardano, 5% yield almost, not bad, not bad. Getting some Cardano off it, but I got in some staking pools. That was really nice. The Meld staking pool I just got out of, and I'm getting a couple hundred coins off of that, which is nice. So I'll get airdrop some Meld token, which is very similar to Aave, which is very similar to Compound. It's Cardano's when their fucking DApps and DEXs come online, because Pluto's back and needs to get the fuck up and running, and people need to get this shit on the road. But when it does get on the road, sometime probably in January, what you'll end up seeing is a lot of DEXs and DApps getting online, total value locked. Well, then there will be this total value locked thesis. You will see money start coming in back, I believe, at that point. Sunday swap, I'm in a staking pool right now with Cardano where I'm getting Sunday swap, so that's nice. So I'm getting free meld. I'm going to get free Sunday swap. Perhaps that'll offset the losses that I've got here in Cardano. If you are in Cardano, I would definitely tell you guys to look at this staking pool, stake it, forget about it, treat it like Bitcoin. I wouldn't say it's anywhere near pristine as Bitcoin in terms of a store of value, but at least you're going to get a yield off of that. At least you're getting free ADA. At least you're getting free other tokens that are involved in ISPOs. Look into them. Do the research. If you're in Cardano, and you did what I did, fuck. They did it to me again. They always suck me back in, and this time, like I said, I've dollar cost averaged myself down to I think around like 175-ish or sorts. Thought about selling here, but I was like, nah. You know what? Nah. I'm just nah. Not gonna go through with that again. If it goes down to under $1.25 to $1, even down to 80 cents, it's screaming buy it at me. I'm just gonna fucking buy it up because people at that point are so fucking negative. They don't realize. They don't realize the fact that this is in fact moving slow, but will one day be something worth something. Now, whether it is going to be worth something this cycle, that's the question. Will it happen this cycle? It worries me. Honestly, it worries me. AMP. Wow. Okay, so with some winners, so with some losers or some winners, right? AMP was nice. Sold it at 8 cents here for a double. Okay, we've been trading the shit out of AMP. Sold it again here around 7 cents. Still have a nice position in it. But some things I want to go over with you guys on AMP. It's a sleeper coin. A lot of people say, oh, it's 5 cents. It's 5 cents. It's always 5 fucking cents, but it isn't. It has these like little quick fucking spikes. We talked about the former reasons why news events that it kind of sold off. It was trading like crazy between 4 to 5 cents. I'm actually cost averaging at 0.051 cents. I sold a nice chunk here at 8. I sold a nice little chunk here at 7. Still in the position. This long-term bullish trend line, very important to AMP right now. It's sticking to it even on a really shit day. It wants to stick close to it. I like that. It might come back down here, 0.053. If it gets back down on this channel, fuck. I don't like that. But right now, I've made quite a bit of profit off of this one, so I'm not too concerned. I do want to point to this yellow trend line that I've drawn here, which I call the action trend line. This is something new for people that they don't understand this in technical analysis. Sometimes you have something called an action trend line. What is an action trend line? It's probably the first time you're hearing this in technical analysis. This is when something happens when it hits this line. And you can, I basically have drawn it. Oh, hold on one second. That was a little error there. I basically have drawn it since its ICO, since this initial coin offering when it first came out. And this is a very interesting long-term line that I call the action line, right? Every time it hits this line, something major happens. You can see it here, pops up, comes back down, pops down. Here, pops up, bounces off of it, pops down. Here, pops away the fuck up. That was on the Coinbase listing. Pops down, pops up, pops up. Pops down, pops up, and then down. Taps it, no thank you. Taps it, no thank you. Here's the cool thing about AMP. We've got the new, based upon this move back here on November 4th, I can now draw another bearish trend line up here. And so this is our very long-term wedge, and I'll show you that trend line there, and then this bullish trend line right here. This is an interesting wedge to me right here. I think you're going to see it probably slip back up into this wedge, and then sometime around January 16th, you're going to see something big happen. I called it back here on this last wedge we saw. I said, hey, something's going to happen around October 30th, somewhere at this point, and it fucking did. And it went from 4 cents all the way up to 8 cents, and you had yourself a nice little double. This time, I think what you're going to see is sometime in January, if the market's somewhat stable or somewhat still kind of bullish, right around January 15th, somewhere thereabouts, like that's the determining factor for the next kind of action move in my mind. I think you're going to see price action go back up into this wedge right here. And at that very pinnacle, whatever happens there, wait a day or two, in my opinion, you know, see what happens. I think you could possibly have like a big move up to this next action trend line. And if that's the case, you could probably see this thing boom. And that's the one everybody's been waiting for. We will see. We will track it. Clean spark. Holy shit, clean spark. Holy shit. It's hit the third of my 4 buy orders. These buy orders are now resistance lines. Not happy what's going on here. Not happy at all. Clean Spark is a Bitcoin miner. They're making a buttload off of the Bitcoin that they're mining right now. Each Bitcoin costing them around $6,000 to mine. They're doing 2 Bitcoins a day. You do the math. I mean, like, when it comes to what's happening, the fact that the price action is so low, I think the shorts are just coming in and just having a field day with this since this thing fucking rode up. And on one side of this, I made quite a bit of money. On the other side, I'm hurting. I'm bleeding. I mentioned this stock right around the $20 area. I bought a little bit more in 1995 thinking we were going to have some sideways action and move up. Nope. Shot down. Hit my next order at 1753. Thought we were going to be cool there. Sideways action. Nope. Third order hits. 14 just today, the third order hit at 1510. Well, we're substantially lower than that. We're at 1432, and there's a big gap to be played here. So I've got my 4th and final buy order in here at 1313. If that thing hits, I'm pushing all my chips in. I'm seeing a large bullish trend right here, back in this area. If it breaks this trend line convincingly, I'm out of the trade. If it taps this and bounces off and then plays this wedge out, that's forming here, I think we'll see a little bit of that, but it's very dependent upon Bitcoin price. I will point to the indicators down here. It hasn't been this low for a very long time. RSI is at a low. MACD kind of looks to me like, you know, the move might be finished to the downside. Not quite sure. We shall see where this goes. Every time I trade, I have a plan, and, you know, I have 4 buy orders usually on every trade that I get in, and the low, you know, as these buy orders hit, it's incrementally larger. Just tap my 3rd one today. Hopefully the trade action, we can pop ourselves right above 15 today. That would be nice, but I don't see it happening. I see it probably filling a gap down here to 13. And if that's the case, there's a lot of pain for a lot of us. Like right now, I mean, the pain is real. Let's see. Looking at it, doesn't look pretty. I'm down 17% with a cost average of 1746. So, you know, because I got in at 20, this is what's happening. Because I got in it in 1985, 1761, 1496, and now my cost average is 1746, and I'm down quite a bit on this guy. And then I push in real large here at 13. We'll see what happens, man. This bullish trend line better hold. If it doesn't and it snaps it, I'm out. I can't play it anymore. Trade's over. But, you know, as far as I'm concerned, I might even keep this for a long-term trade because I know the price trajectory of Bitcoin in the long run just makes sense for me. You know, for somebody that's going to be making that much money per Bitcoin and what they're doing and how they're mining, and they bought 3 new machines to mine more. Their earnings is on December 14th. I think they're going to fucking hit a home run. We'll see. Might not even matter in a market like this where fear's on the fucking plate every day. This one hurts too. And Invitae, hit my 3rd order on this guy too. Might even hit my 4th. Let's see here where we're at. Yeah, no, did not hit my 4th. Let's see, where was the low? Yeah, didn't come close to my 4th, thank God. 4th buy order is in at 1313. Lucky number. But I got in at 2176. Thought it might fill a gap up to 24. Nope, did not. This is a long-term trade. I did say that. This is a year trade. It's going to be a double next year, I believe. It is a genetic DNA sequencing company. They do a lot of work in terms of getting genetic makeups of people that go in so that people can kind of analyze like what they're at risk for in terms of their own body, own diseases that they might pick up along the way. It's a very cool company. In fact, Christy did kind of a genealogical thing over at Cleveland Clinic, and Invitae sent the bill out to her. And I like what they're doing. It is a long-term play. I think at these price levels, it's just fucking ridiculous. They missed their earnings by a penny. They've got like a subpoena for a privacy issue for a camera thing. No big fucking deal. You know, they're pretty big, and I'm not concerned about it. I'm really not. So I'm seeing it hit off of this bullish trend line that I've drawn back here. Let me reset the chart real quick. Reset chart. This bullish trend line, which has served for support for a while. We're getting close to a wedge here, or not right there. Sorry. No, we're not right there. We've dropped down below that wedge, and boom, did it drop. Let's see. We're hitting this bullish trend line right here, which it tapped back in March of 2020. March of 2020, it hit off this bull trend line and went up. Now, we are in a different market today. This is not the same market. But let me show you some fucking indicators here for people that are bleeding like myself on this trade. I have never seen an RSI this low in a very long time. This RSI is at 20. That means to me, no fucking way am I selling. That like as a trader where everybody's freaking the fuck out, when I see an RSI level at 20 on the daily, that means you're a dumbass if you sell. So in my opinion, to me, that's what it says to me. It's screaming that to me. So no, I am not going to sell. It is tapping on if it dips lower, then, you know, I have another buy-in at 13.13. It could actually even go down to 10. This is a long-term play. I am playing it as such, and I am getting value. I am getting deals. And I am holding this for the long term. So I have another one set at 13.13. Shit, I might even put another one at $10. And I'm bringing my cost average down on this one. I think I'm somewhere around 17 on my cost average on this guy. But yeah, at these levels, I mean, look at the MACD down here as well. I mean, we haven't seen levels like these in over a year. And to me, hey, you know, the one thing that's concerning to me is, you know, when I see 3 of my 4 buy orders start to fill, you know, at one end of me goes, okay, I'm getting deals. And the other end goes with me, oh shit, please don't hit that 4th buy order. When it hits that 4th buy order, that's when the balls are on the table. That's why I just put my balls on the table and go, okay, like this is it. I'm at my last buy right here, you know, so, you know, I could get them cut right off. But you know, I go into every trade with the plan. I have my buy orders already set. When you're watching, you can see where all my buy orders are at. I talk about where my triggers are, you know, where my buy orders are triggering, and I talk about the trade completely. I do think this in the future will hit a $30, a $40 price range. This is a long-term trade. So on this particular one, I'm not too concerned because that's how I'm viewing it. So I'm not attaching too much emotion to it. I'm just buying at lower prices. And it, you know, to me, it's a company that can generate a huge amount of revenue, and you know, this is the future. DNA sequencing is gonna be anything in genetics going forward. Just makes sense to me. So there you go. We got some winners. We don't really have some losers because I didn't sell any yet. I might have some losers with Clean Spark. Not quite sure. That might turn into something where I'm stuck and it's a long-term play. But we had some really nice winners too. AMP was a double. Luna was a double. Sol was very strong, 30% on that. ETH sticking pretty strong. I think my cost average on ETH is around 4,100. Bitcoin, I'm losing a little bit. But you know, that's only because lately I've been buying a little bit too heavy on the upside. You know, and I gotta slap myself. Gotta slap myself on that. So yeah, I've got Bitcoin orders down, just so you know, to review again. All these blue areas, those are buys. Yep, you see it all the way down to 32. Yep, that's the fun. But like really, honestly, this bullish trend line right here, I see it tap off that. You know, in that area, I'm gonna buy. I'm gonna buy that bullish trend line. So that's just me. We'll see where everything goes. Yeah, there you go, guys. Thanks for watching. Thanks to all the new subscribers and the support here on the channel. Times like these, it can get rough, man. Sometimes you just gotta, you know, plug your nose, and just as long as you have a plan. As long as you have a plan, that's smart trading. That's how you trade. That's how we trade here on DGTRADES. Winners, losers, all the fun in between. That's just the name of the game. That's know what type of trader you are. In your practice and in your experience, for every success, for every failure, know what type of trader you are. You're a short-term trader, you're a long-term trader. Day trading, would not even tell anybody to get involved in day trading. Is like a zero-sum game most times, unless you're a very advanced trader. But know your time frames. Know where you're looking at. A couple months, couple weeks, year. Each trade, know what you're trading. Before you get involved, do the research. Do your due diligence. Have a plan. You'll be okay. Stick to the plan no matter what. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. I will see you on the next vid. And I actually recorded it with sound and 25 minutes. A little bit better than the 40-minute video. Shaved 15 minutes off. Spent an hour of my day for the two of you watching. I'll see you.